I think. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hopefully you can see us. Welcome to the podcast on Prince and the Michael Dean Show. My name is Michael Dean. You are watching podcastjuice.net. And we are live, and we're going live on YouTube and Facebook. So shout out to all our family out there. Hopefully we'll see you in the comments, and I hope you're having a good day. Let's bring in the fellas. Fellas, where are you? Fellas. Yeah. There you go. All right. And well, we got everybody in the house. There we go. Big Sexy. How you doing, sir?
You know, tinkering with my existing desktop, and it has occurred to me that I built this thing 9 years ago. So it might be time to upgrade a bit. I may have to go to my laptop for a couple of weeks as I reconfigure my machine for global domination again.
Damn, so you're still on that Windows 95, huh?
Pretty much.
Pull out the dial-up. Also, we have Mr. Q Storm, sir. How are you?
I'm sitting here in my crap basement with all my crap moved to one side. So got no room to move, but I'm doing okay.
All right. You all right? You happy? Is life okay?
Man, that side of the whole basement is fucked up. They done ripped out the walls and the floor because of the water.
All right. All right. Well, man, we're going to pray for you to get that together.
First world problems.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you boy, he came in right at the buzzer. I love my people. Mr. Ampu, sir, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
Well, damn.
We kind of had a scare the other day. There was a gas leak, but we got that fixed. So, yeah.
Okay.
And I was getting. I know none of y'all Negroes give a fuck about this, but I was having some really bad sleep. So now I figured out why that was, because of the carbon monoxide and gas was seeping into my room. So that was keeping me up and disturbing my REM sleep.
You up? That's poisonous, dude.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, since I was inhaling that, it was preventing me from going to sleep and maintaining a proper REM cycle.
You don't want to go to sleep if you're inhaling carbon monoxide.
No.
Well, it's fixed. I'm just saying.
Good.
Damn. Can he get it? Can we just show him some love? I'll tear the brother apart.
You know what? I know I didn't, but I identified the problem. We got to fix, and I identified why I was getting poor sleep.
Gotcha.
Because of the CO2.
Oh, damn, man. That's kind of scary, actually. We got the corona outside and you poisoning people inside.
What's this? You? I don't own this place. You?
Your baby's all right, though, right?
That's another topic.
Uh-oh.
We'll move along. I don't want no CPS coming and pull up on you.
No, I'm gonna go there. Why these damn babies want to put their hands on you? Always hitting you, just hitting, daddy. And I'm the glad like, stop hitting daddy, stop hitting daddy. I like, stop it. Then all of a sudden she want to cry.
Triggered.
I'm like, I told you. Stop hitting me.
It's gonna be all right, man.
It's gonna
be all right. Damn.
But no, what's cool is that now she'll come up to me and she'll be like, Daddy. I'm like, yeah, trained you. Gotcha.
All right. Wow. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. I know y'all come here to hear some topics, so let's get into what we're going to talk about. So first thing we're going to talk about is Prince. Prince is going to have his own Sirius XM channel. So I'm going to read a little bit off of their website and we'll talk about it. So the Prince channel is helping you party like it's 1999. Starting February 1st at 9 a.m. Eastern, the Prince channel will feature music from the Grammy, Golden Globe, Academy Award-winning iconic catalog winner, blah, blah, blah. His biggest hits, also to never-before-heard demo of a conceptual radio show created by Prince while he was in conversations with Sirius Satellite Radio back in 2005. I believe this radio show that he was going to create was going to be in promotion to the 3121 album that came out in 2006, which he also did this with DJ Rashida, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm actually interested in that. So along with them playing his music, they're going to play this radio show. And I believe it says here that Cat Williams is also featured in a skit on this program, along with Prince and just a whole bunch of music. Also says here that the channel will have takeovers by Sheila E., Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they'll be playing their own playlist on the radio station. And apparently, they're also going to run. I never heard about this. It was the Let's Go Crazy Grammy Salute to Prince Town Hall. That was with Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Sheila E., and her. So I missed that one. But fellas, people say yeah. Okay. Are you guys excited to see this channel come on Sirius? It's a Prince channel. It lasts for a month. Now, you know me, I don't have a subscription to Sirius, but you can listen to it for free because I believe right now they are doing a free stream. You can sign up for free through May 31st. So you'll be able to experience this Prince channel without paying for anything. Big Sexy, what do you think?
Well, it's an interesting timing because as of right now, and Q, don't give me any static, a Batmobile is in the shop having the stereo worked on. So I may go ahead and put in that Sirius thing and try it. And I may just, go ahead and subscribe from that point on. I've never used it. My car does have the capability for it. So once I get it back, I may give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
But as far as the house, no.
Do you listen to, because there's like other things out there, Purple Current. You ever check them out?
What's that?
That's a no. Damn. Shout out to the Purple Current. Ampu, what do you think on this one?
I'm somewhat excited for this. I'm really excited for the pilot. Definitely looking forward to how they're going to curate this music. Hopefully, they're going to tell a lot of great stories regarding Prince when you're talking about Jimmy Jam and Sheila E. I'm going to be on code and listen to this, but I ain't going to pay for it.
Damn.
I'm going to get that free trial. And, I'm curious. Did you mention that it was going to only be a month long?
That's correct. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how long I'll listen to it.
Okay. Mr. Michael Jackson himself. Joking. Q-Storm, sir, what do you think?
Well, where's that come from? Wow. When the
clown, you always want to be starting something.
When the clown, it don't even make sense. You got to ask.
He just said it.
I want to be starting something. Wow, okay. Anyway, first off, shout out to was it Doc Christian?
Yeah.
Who's going through the same thing I'm going through. Thank you very much. I wish you the best too. It's of course it's exciting. Why wouldn't it be exciting? I mean, but I got to be like, I'm not going to pay for it. I got too many subscriptions as it is. I'm trying to pare down subscriptions as it is. Now you said that you can listen to it for free. Do you need the Sirius XM hardware to do that, or is it something you do offline? Online?
I believe it's an app. It's an app you can download.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2020. They better have something other than the hardware.
Well, I believe wasn't the Jimmy Jam podcast on Sirius, or is it? Yeah. So and I listen to that, and I certainly don't pay for it. So yeah, it's a free app. You can download the app.
I like how you put that. I certainly don't.
Can you get on
that?
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Can you get it on Alexa or Amazon?
Man, we ain't tech support. I don't know.
Sorry, you don't want
He said, "Can we get it on the compatible?"
Well, is that H code Unix or whatever?
Yeah.
Well, let's do a quick Google search.
Linux.
Well, I'll say this. I think it's cool because it may put more people in front of Prince that may not have listened to it before. I will certainly listen for the 3121 radio show. I'm not really big on listening to the radio for music, so that's something I probably wouldn't do. But I think it's cool. Now, I didn't see anything about a mention here about the state and all that, but I would assume that they have to be involved in this. And again, me, where the money going? So if Sirius is obviously they make money off of ads and things, hopefully the bag trickles down to the estate so they can pay down that tax bill. And so that the family can get their bread and stuff. So if anything that's going to help that, I'm with it. So
FYI, there appears to be a Sirius XM skill for Amazon Alexa.
There you go. I don't even know what that meant, but okay.
What's the skill?
That's what I was like, huh?
An add-on feature to Alexa that you can download into your Alexa and then therefore voice activate it.
Just say add-on. Then trying to be sedated.
Trying to show off the cameras and shit.
Here's the headline. How do I link and stream the Sirius XM skill to Amazon Alexa?
All right.
Amazon Sirius XM Alexa skill. I'm just reading what they said.
Okay. Skills.
God damn it! Now you got my Alexa going.
Gotta control your women. Gotta know how to control your women. That's all I got.
Here we go. He on another Teddy level. Good thing you didn't start saying something else and you didn't pull up like your browser history or start reading off.
Skills.
Huh? Anyway, let's keep it moving. So like I said, I'm curious, what do you guys think? Are you going to be listening to this show? Are you excited for it? Again, there are other options too. Like, this is all great and stuff, but we're going to shout out our guy Funkatopia, because he's been doing this for years already, and he's just playing a lot of Prince music, pays for it himself. It's a radio station online, so we want to shout that brother out too. Make sure we go listen to his stuff, and of course the Purple Current, as I mentioned. But Sirius want to get on board. As long as the bags are being distributed, we with it. We'll check it out. Shout out to I can't even niggas out here stuttering. DJ Rashida. Shout out to her. I remember seeing her once when they came here to Seattle, and it was at a club or whatever, and I was like,
"Oh, she got you stuttering." So
I was like, "Who that?" Yeah, right. I do not know her, but anyway, yeah. So shout out to her. Moving right along, I see here there is a new biopic in the works. Apparently, rumor is there's a Janet Jackson biopic in the early stages of development. And I'm curious, like, do you guys want to see a Janet biopic? Because I actually think it could be pretty good. Because of course you can't make no Janet, a Jackson story without my man Joe. Papa Joe gonna have to be all up in there. So, I want to see that pre-control Joe. Not you ain't doing that, Janet. I'll pick the producers now. I want to see that. Who you going to Minneapolis? Not with that Prince. I don't want. I don't want no Prince. I want to see that. Who would play Joe? You know who they could have play
Go
Joe?
get Lawrence Hilton Jacobs again.
Nah, man. Get my man.
He was good.
He was good. No, he's a classic. But I'm shooting from my man Clifton Powell.
No,
he's so you can have a tad of Pinky in it.
No, what's the old dude from Dead Presidents? That's who you need to channel.
Oh, what is that dude? Yeah, I can't.
It's
remember.
the dude who played Prince's dad in Purple Rain. Is he still around?
No,
Clarence Williams III?
I don't know that one.
Stop it.
That's kind of blasphemous too. How you gonna get him to play both their dads?
That would be kind of funny.
That's what makes it a gimmick. What are you talking about?
Janet.
That's how you market it.
Janet, I don't write them down, Janet. All right.
if they got him,
And then we get to the Bobby Parge part. Never
he'd
get
blow him right off the screen. He's that good, man. He'd blow him off the screen.
Question. Well, go ahead.
Clifton Powell's character's name was Cuddy in Dead Presidents.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Cuddy, man. Yeah, Cuddy, because Cuddy. Don't it feel good to bring home the groceries? Anyway, he said, Michael, you don't feel good to bring home a Grammy? Anyway, I don't know. But fellas, so what do you think? I'm gonna go to Q Strong. Would you want to see a Janet Jackson?
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I? Okay. I sat through the Mickey Howard story. You damn sure know.
Hilarious.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be over here like, who?
Oh
wow.
Keith David.
Keith David would be good. I like that.
That's the guy from Dead President. I think you were thinking about the other guy.
No,
he's the guy who played in The Cape, that whack ass superhero show about 5 years ago.
Or what about Forrest Whitaker?
No.
Forrest Whitaker?
No.
Now, I think some interesting casting would be to get Denzel, but I doubt they got the money for him.
No.
That would be interesting. Hmm.
I mean, he's up there in age now to believe we pull it off.
You see how they tried to comfort Denzel a little bit
Yeah.
in the news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't anything worth.
Are you threatening me?
Oh,
Stop.
Lord.
No,
Stop.
Katie's cool. Katie Couric is cool.
Here he go.
I'm not. I'm not.
Kate.
No, I'm just saying she's not like that.
Okay. Shit, they ain't all bad.
No. You don't know. You don't know if she is.
I used to watch all the time on the Today Show. She never struck me that way.
Okay.
Half of the people you seen on the on these shows been molesting chicks in the background. Just because you ain't, that don't mean shit.
Well, she's not a.
Didn't the other homeboy from the Today Show have a lot? Yeah, he was locking.
Difference between men and women. Big difference.
Oh,
Not many women are molesting men nowadays in the Me Too era. So big difference.
No, I'll say it again. Not too many women molesting men in the Me Too era that we know of.
Okay.
Man, let's get focused. So people are throwing some good ones. Clarence Williams, Samuel L. Jackson is Joe Jackson.
No,
Lord.
I don't know.
I'm of the mind that when you cast, they have to look something like the character, the character.
I'm okay with that. That's me. I'm okay with that.
Idris Elba.
I don't know. I think it might be. I think he's too young.
For a TV movie? It's a TV movie, right?
We don't know. I would assume it is, but we have no idea.
Oh, yeah, for TV, no.
Yeah, like who would play Janet? Would it be an unknown, or would it?
It would be some unknown ingenue, probably.
Ingenue. What's that? What is that? I'm sorry, I've never heard that before.
I've never heard it either.
Younger actress, like a teen actress.
Right, young talent.
Okay.
What about?
I would say Zendaya.
Hell no.
Whoa.
No.
Hell no, she's a good actress.
The woman from Far From Home?
Yes, Zendaya.
No.
Yeah, no.
Can't stand her.
No.
What about old girl? I don't know her name. She was on Empire when I used to watch it.
Oh, you talking about Hakeem's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she looked good, by the way. I can't.
I don't even know what she looked like. It's been so long since I watched that show.
I watched it back when it was. What was he doing? Drip Drop, the song. Yeah.
I remember the song.
That's why that show was bullshit.
But yeah, Janet Jackson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cool though.
Soraya, that's her name. She plays
Tiana.
Zendaya, Soraya.
Here you go.
Tomatoes, what up?
Wow, dude.
Wow. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask who would play my man from DeBarge though. Chris Brown.
Oh, your boy Evan. What's his name? Diana Ross's.
Hilarious.
Why is that for hilarious?
That would be hilarious.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I could see him do it. It'd just be hilarious.
He might be good for Prince too in a biopic.
No,
stop it.
I was gonna suggest Afshan's daughter for Janet. What do you think about that casting?
Who?
Yara Shahidi. Grownish, blackish.
See, here's the thing: when you get to Janet Pleasure Principle video, if they ever to reenact that, if they don't have the bubble, I'm out. Because that was a turning point for her career for a lot of niggas. I was like,
dude,
ooh.
You sure you want to leave that one out there, Mike? That's your boy.
Who you talking about?
That shit.
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm not saying she would be that. I'm saying you would have to have somebody that would be able to represent. I don't know. The prosthetic.
You talking about the video from where she's dancing with the chair and the jeans?
Yeah, man.
And then you double down talking about giving her a prosthetic. Wow.
I'm not saying her. I'm saying whoever. If what's that girl you mentioned from Spider-Man? She's real thin, man. Janet was thick. Originally thick.
Okay.
Until she slimmed all the way down.
Yeah, someone said Lawrence Fishburne. That would be a good choice.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys haven't been watching Empire, but there's this young actress Ryan Nicole Brown. I think she might be a good fit. If I can get it, can you put a picture in here?
No.
Yeah, but look her up. Ryan Nicole Brown.
She just came in. Smoke. I don't care if she leaves. Stop stomping around acting like she has such importance in Prince's life. So much so that she wants the recognition of a widow. Prince half-ass proposed to her on High Off Music. Damn.
Whoa!
Why is everybody
Can't.
hating on Sheila? What? I have been following this, but damn,
She
The
said
turning.
recognition of a widow. Eesh.
why are everybody turning on Sheila all of a sudden?
Hey,
You
I
might
don't-
not be up on things. That's why. Somebody said
Yeah.
Sierra. Kimberly Fraser said Sierra.
I've heard
I don't think she can act that well, though.
she's too tall. She's too tall and too thin.
But in my opinion, the height isn't going to matter.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the acting.
She can do the dancing. She could learn to act a little bit. We're not talking about doing fucking Shakespeare.
Wow.
Well, I'm saying like the
It's one of
Janet.
our
Remember the Jackson movie that was on TV where they like super actors. Them dudes killed it though. I mean,
Okay, fair point. Fair point. It was good.
so shit. All you need is a couple of good actors to surround them with. You know, but yeah, it'll be dope to see her with her marriage stuff and making the albums.
Now,
Maybe
who do we
another-
get to play JD?
Wow.
That's why you say that's why you do the show up to a certain point. We're gonna,
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
This goes
That
up
would do
to
JD like that?
this goes
They
up
would-
to Rhythm Nation 1814.
No, they would have to do where she pulled her thing out. At least to me,
Dang it. Oh yeah, you're right.
they would have to.
Yeah.
Have
Who do you get to play Justin then?
some sucker.
Let's just be. Let's see Kevin Federline. That'd be a good one.
Hilarious.
I'm not cave.
That I want that. We should get that trending and
We
get
should
that.
lobby for cave.
Kevin Federline
Wow.
should be Justin Timberlake.
Wow. I forgot all about that dude. I'm surprised he didn't. When I think of somebody like a Wade, I think of that cat, man. But
Oh, who can play Wade? He should be in it, right?
Wait, Wade who?
He was smashing Britney. Justin, there you go. Wade Wops. Wade.
Wade, your boy. That way.
I'm trying to play stupid.
Don't even try that big sexy. You know.
We all know you don't want caping, man. So let me start.
Okay. Whatever.
But anyway, yeah, like I said, a Janet Jackson biopic. I watch it.
Do you think they cast MJ?
I think you would have to have him in some capacity. I mean, you can get that guy who played him in that one movie with the bodyguards. Well, I guess it depends on what year MJ you playing, right? Because
Watch, they have like 3 different versions, 3 different actors.
Hey, you look different. Yeah. Come on, Janet, you can do it. Go out on your own.
Oh,
You don't have to follow Joe. He doesn't know. Janet. He doesn't know.
Well, then, if you're gonna get all into this, who's gonna play? Walona? Are you gonna get into that area? Who's gonna play? Leroy from Fame. She was on that show for a little bit. She was doing different things, man.
Don't nobody care about that stuff.
now one scene I would be interested in seeing is when Tupac and John Singleton went on Arsenio and said that Janet didn't want to kiss him because it was about an AIDS test. I would like to see if they put that in there and see what her response was.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I wonder it could follow it all the way till she got married and when she got her big bag.
Talking about the Arab dude?
Yeah.
If
how
that
long-
number is accurate, damn.
What'd you say?
I said, how
That
long?
number is,
Well, I said, how long is this movie supposed to be?
Oh well, that's a good question.
They could new edition it, do it 2 nights or 3 nights, depending.
I think it'd be surprising because I don't know a lot of Janet drama though. Like, so there'd probably be things we didn't even know happened with her, and be like, whoa.
Will they address the alleged eating disorder and her weight issues?
Bobby Brown.
Oh, they ain't touching that. I don't think they will.
What was Janet's connection with Bobby Brown? I guess I'm out the loop on this.
You didn't see the Bobby Brown movie?
I never got a chance to see it. No,
You watching them Endgame and all them other movies though? Huh?
that's right.
Hey, step on the
Someone
that's
said you
We
had
all saw Endgame.
what was her deal with Bobby Brown?
They was going together.
He says Roni was about Janet Jackson.
That's it.
You had to see the movie. Bobby
You don't want to spoil it. The scene.
Bobby gets his stripes and salutes for Janet. He threw Janet out butt naked out the room. Like that's how much of a boss he was.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was gonna say it would have Would it talk about the alleged baby? Everybody, she had a baby with the barge now. Would they?
If they can't prove it, they should not. If it's not proven, they shouldn't do it.
Well, I assume she would be involved in this movie, so it ain't gonna be crazy. I bet you what it would probably do is show how Joe is a good dude, good dad.
You think she would do that?
Has she ever spoken bad about Joe?
Has she ever spoken about Joe? Period.
Yes, she's been a picture with him all the time.
She's what?
She's been pictured with him all the time.
That don't mean nothing.
Really, Rodney?
Man, the destruction of the black family is produced by Q-Storm.
Todd Bridges. He's playing Todd Bridges.
Oh, Todd Bridges, hilarious.
Playing who?
No, they said cast Todd Bridges.
For what? What character?
Todd Bridges.
Todd Bridges. God. Who are you? Where'd
you remember she was on Good Times playing his girlfriend, right?
No. Different strokes.
Oh, which
different strokes?
All right.
Oh, I forgot she was on different. That's right. Okay.
Too busy watching Leave It to Beaver all the time. You want to watch?
Don't nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to.
I do.
He was watching the Waltons. She was watching.
He was watching the Waltons.
Yep.
Hey, Music for the Soul. Help me out. What about Outkast, Miss Jackson? Are they really trying to say she inspired that song?
No,
I never heard that.
It was
new to me.
Well, I mean, he put it in there, so I'm asking for a clarification. What is he talking about? What are they talking about?
I have no idea. All right, so
that's right, Brian. Joe was an awesome dad.
That's right. God damn it.
Disagree. But moving on.
Well, what's your problem with Joe, man?
We've already gone through all that.
They don't know what you're talking about.
You might have new listeners.
I don't think he was a great dad. If you ask Michael, he wasn't a great dad.
Okay.
I mean, Michael, when you call your parents by their first name, you must not have a great dad.
I disagree with that.
That's not necessarily true.
No, that's not true.
Well, I think as we saw in the movie, the miniseries, he instructed him to do that, and it just carried over.
Okay,
let me explain something.
That makes sense. That's what I thought as well. Yeah.
When I was 8 or 9 years old, I got sick at school. They sent me to the nurse. They're like, "We have to call your mother. What's her name?" Mommy. And so I didn't know. So they figured it out and told me her name and all that. So when I got home that day, she said, "When you call me at work, you ask for Lois." I said, "Who's Lois?" So that's my name. So I said, "Really? It's not Mommy?" She said, "No, my name is Lois." All right, cool. And so all growing up, if I would want something, I would deepen my voice, "Lois, we're going to have to talk about this." And she, went along with it. And it wasn't disrespectful. It was just us being silly, man. So, no, just because she called him Joseph, I don't know, man. We don't know.
Okay. You're the only person, I'm going to say, you're the only black person I know that called their parents by their first name.
Do you have like a roll call of black people that you keep refer to?
I'm just giving you my experience. I know you can't deal with it. You can never deal with it, but that's my experience.
No, I deal with it fine. You think you seem to know everything about this whole little secret world that people don't know about. Oh, come on now. More like Joe.
That's right.
That's not bad, actually.
How many
got them out there?
Yeah, you got what? All them kids, they all
9 kids
living life. The grandkids is living good.
If you judge good parenting about how much money your kids make, he was a great dad.
How many of them went to jail?
They got resources, man. Their grandbabies is living a good life.
Is that the standard that we as black families are to be measured by? Did your kids go to jail?
No, the standard by which all families, regardless of race, can be judged by. Yes.
I'm sorry, regardless of race, not with Q-Storm.
That's sad. Just saying.
Wow, here we go.
MJ,
all right.
MJ went to jail. He went there, but he wasn't arrested. He wasn't convicted.
Oh, now you make up your mind. Are you caping or are you hating? You need to figure it out.
I'm just saying just because a parent, a child doesn't go to jail doesn't mean they had great parents. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Got real quiet there for a second, didn't it? Listen, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna lay off a mic. We're talking too much about MJ. Let's go to Babyface. So of course, Babyface, they had this, the spectacular battle with Teddy Riley on IG. Well, Babyface is coming back to IG on Mother's Day, and he is actually going to play the Waiting to Exhale album in its entirety, I guess, or at least play the songs and talk about it. Yeah, I think that's actually like a cool thing to do for an artist in today's world, where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna play the album you guys like, and I'm gonna give you some tidbits. It's almost like a director's commentary, but doing it for albums, right?
In my opinion, one of the greatest soundtracks ever. And I'd say, to me, it's phenomenal producing. He had, I can't remember off the top of my head, 10 different artists and produced 10 different songs that really accentuated them. And he did it in all different tempos, up-tempo ballads, slow jams. So I just said that was a masterpiece right there. All producers should aspire to have a project like that.
Okay. I will admit, I've never really listened to that album in its entirety, and I want to, though. Definitely check it out.
I mean, you got Count on Me, Excel, Not Gonna Cry, which was the women's anthem of the mid-90s. No shade, but it was, y'all black women, y'all know it was y'all anthem. Sitting up in the room with Brandy. He had the Aretha Franklin cut. It Hurts So Bad. Faith Evans, Kissing You. A lot of fire on that album.
I don't know. I think I'd rather hear the Boomerang soundtrack.
Somebody said, "What?" I don't remember that one, actually, to be honest with you.
Give You My Heart. Tonight Is Right. I Die Without You. No,
Love should have brought you home.
Love Should Have Brought You Home. There You Go.
That's right.
I don't recall There You Go.
There you go. Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, very cute.
Johnny Gill sang the song.
Okay. Well, yeah, Mother's Day. So yeah, Mother's Day.
The Road is on that album. Come on now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Okay.
Maybe that'd be a good battle. Boomerang versus End of the Road.
You know this wasn't. Well, let me stop. This is off topic. Soundtrack album. Well, I would just say the soundtrack album I really want to hear it's an obscure one, but it's Jason's Lyric. To me, that's the best.
That's tight. Yeah,
that's the best soundtrack album.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
The best soundtrack album, what?
That we can aspire to. That's one of ours.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean by one of ours?
Afrocentric. I know how he. I like it how you.
No, I'm just saying. You gonna put that over Prince's Purple Rain?
Wow.
Okay. Purple Rain had a certain tone. These movies, like Menace to Society, Jason's Lyric, et al., have a certain tone. I'm talking about these movies over here. That's what I'm talking about.
I would agree with you that it is one of the. I would say it's definitely of the. Was it the 90s that came out? Easily top 10.
Every
top 5.
track on that album is fire.
I would say probably the first 7, and it starts to drag toward the very bottom. But I agree with you. This stellar stuff. I'm trying to think. Bury Me a G or something like that?
Forget it. Oh, that song is so damn hot.
The Mint Condition song, Tony song, Warren G stuff on there. We're talking about Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Sometimes I get.
You will know. Fire.
Okay. Yeah, that was dope.
Candyman. If Trouble Was Money. That's the Mint Condition track. Just Like My Papa. Tony.
Yeah.
If You Think You're Lonely Now, Rodeo Style,
Yeah.
Up and Down. I don't remember that one.
That's a good one.
Oh My Love.
Walk Away, Orange.
Crazy Love. That's How It Is. First round draft pick. When I remember, that was kind of weak.
That was tight, man. The Twins.
Nigga Sings the Blues.
Wait, there's a song called "Nigga Sings the Blues."
Yeah, from what I remember, it was a dope song.
One?
Then the last track is doesn't belong on this album. It's Aletta Adams, "Many Rivers to Cross."
So I never made it that far.
Damn.
I was gonna say the first half of it though, I know word for word.
And the Minister Society's soundtrack is dope too.
True. I think the king of all that era was the Above the Rim soundtrack. That
I'm gonna say I'm not familiar with that one too much.
Really? Above the Rim, Death Row? Banger. Banger. But anyway, we getting see now some of the ones in here is somebody says Purple Rain is a Lucifer. Okay.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Space Jam soundtrack.
Yeah. Yes.
The Bodyguard. I mean,
Shit, wasn't on there besides that one song.
Yeah.
Bodyguard?
Yeah.
Man, stop it.
I haven't listened to that thing in 100 years.
The cover of I'm Every Woman, I Want to Run to
Oh,
You.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Love Jones soundtrack. Yep. Boys in the Hood.
Love Jones soundtrack is, that's what's going on.
Yeah, that was the era of the soundtracks, man. That was good.
I mean, I know we look back on the 90s with some of the issues it had, but I think that might be the last peak decade in music.
He says a Lucifer means it's a godlike album.
Yeah,
I thought Lucifer was the devil.
Some people, he may be their guy.
There's a show called Lucifer about the devil. Okay.
Some people praise Lucifer, I guess. But you think the 90s was the last
peak of good music? Yeah, in my opinion. Yes. Like the 2000
last?
Yeah,
I couldn't say that.
The 2010s can compare to it. 2000s, I mean, we'd have to take a good look, maybe, but I would say the 90s was it.
I can't agree with you all the way. I see what you're saying.
There was some good music that came out of the 90s, though.
Of course, yeah. There was some good music in 2000. Damn good music.
I just don't remember them as well.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think my thing is I don't remember the dates of a lot of stuff getting later on, when it came out. But I mean, I know there's stuff that I still listen to today that came out in 2000.
I'm looking at this Above the Rim soundtrack, and I have to plead ignorance. I'm not familiar with any of these. Just looking at the titles.
How can you not know anything about it? I think, in my opinion, that's the one you have to know. But I'm sorry. Let me take that back. How do you not know Regulate? That's the one you absolutely have to know.
You know that song.
If I heard them, I might know them.
Wait, stop. You just said if you don't know the other songs that you've heard Regulate before.
I'm
Regulators, sure. Nate Dogg.
Somebody hum it.
The Michael McDonald.
Just hum the shit.
Boom, 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 boom. Stop it.
Stop. Y'all clowned me?
No.
I think I heard a melody in there. Yeah, I know what you're talking. What
you heard the song?
Okay, all right.
Warren G. Super hit, man. There you go. Just mess up our whole YouTube thing by playing that, but that's fine.
Okay. All right. There you go.
All right. Well, yeah. So
that song's called "Let Me Ride" for some reason. Let me ride. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm getting confused. Let me stop.
Yes.
You are.
Let me stop.
Horrible. Man, don't ever review no goddamn music.
I tried to tell the boy.
Man, but yeah, so Babyface, Mother's Day, Waiting to Exhale, check it out. And then we're gonna shift gears here real quick before we have to get up out of here. Doing a short one today. I wanted to ask you guys about the movies. So of course we're all quarantined and the movies are closed. And they had a new movie that came out a couple weeks ago now. The Trolls World Tour came out to streaming exclusively. And the reports now have come in that the movie has made close to like $90 million, if I'm not mistaken. And Universal came out, who put the movie out, was like, they were like, we look what we did. We didn't have to put it in the movies. And now they're like talking about, you know what? This is a very viable option to skip the theater experience entirely. And we can start putting these movies out to the home. And the movie theater industry was like, hold up. And actually AMC came out. This is the same day, this is yesterday, that the announcement of how much they made and what they were planning to do. AMC came out right out the gate and said, well, you know what? We're not playing any Universal movies in our theaters anymore. How about that? Which is a bold move, considering when you think
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? How about How about chapter 11?
Yeah, and considering that would mean they can't play Fast and the Furious, Jurassic Park, James Bond, and some other ones. And
is James Bond Universal now? I thought he was MGM.
I think they may own it, but I believe that is a Universal movie. But yeah, I mean, there's some big movies to say that you're never going to show them anymore. And now, for me as a consumer fan, I could either just go to another theater or I could watch it at home. I'm cool with that too. But do you think that's a smart move on the theater's part? Or is it, you know what, they have to do this because otherwise what stops every other studio from
and I'm a plead Michael Dean on this. I'm use your words.
Uh-oh.
They don't have the content. They distribute. They don't have the content. So yeah, you might want to flex on these studios, in particular Universal, for what they did. However, at the end of the day, what movies are you making? And you can only play so many Marvel movies before it goes to home video. So many Sony movies, so many of the other ones. So it's like, what is this flex you trying to pull on Universal other than, trying to not look like you a punk? Because at the end of the day, if AMC doesn't show those movies, they can still go to Regal. They can still go to Cinemark. Well, no, I think Regal came out and said some stuff too. And even further, Universal can then turn around and say, all right, fine. Fuck the theaters. Let's sell this to Amazon. Let's sell this to Netflix. You ain't got to worry about how much it's gonna make. If we can guarantee, if we go to Amazon and say, hey, $400 million for this, if that's good enough for their profits, they can be done with it. So you trying to bogart and flex on these studios, you might end up fucking up your whole model, your whole business.
Well, I'm looking at the Universal Film Library, some of these franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might want to rethink that play.
What are you seeing up there?
Fast and the Furious, the Jurassic World, like you said, Despicable Me. What else we got here? The Bourne series. You're right. They did do James Bond in co-production with MGM. They got Back to the Future. I'm surprised no one's made a remake or a sequel to that, to be honest. They got the Bruce Almighty franchise.
Bruce Almighty franchise?
That's with what's his name? Jim Carrey.
They did more than one movie?
They did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Evan Almighty with what is his name?
Steve Carell. They got How to Train Your Dragon.
She's popping.
Ted.
No, Paramount Transformers, Allison.
I look at this. I can understand from the theaters because they basically are like they can see their business model is, coming to an end or it's going to be very hard to compete. But I mean, that's just the way things are. I mean, this happened with music too, right? Like, it was Tower Records. I love Tower Records, but I also love to be able to just get my music in a second on my phone and not have to travel to I didn't care how I got it. I like music. How you get it to me is not my concern. I'm a fan of the music. I'm not a fan of the method. Right? I could give a damn. So I think with movies, the only thing movies have is that there's still that the experience of going to the theater for some people. I think there will always be that, but I think, man, when you're dealing with especially like a kids movie, figure how many tickets you got to buy to get to the theater, take your kids there and all that, and you could just have them sit at home and watch that.
And how many other
saving a lot of money?
You want to be around?
Yeah, now that it's got the COVID thing, what are they going to do? Like make people sit every other chair or something? I'm very curious how they're going to deal with that, even when they open theaters.
Well, I think if they come out with a vaccine, which you're saying would be a year to 18 months, once this country gets off its ass, the government, and starts testing and contact tracing, and we come up with a vaccine, and I want to Enoch Zoom Triple XL, he says theaters are going to go the same way movie rental stores went. I completely disagree with that and what you guys are saying, because people still want the big screen experience. They still want popcorn. They still want that soda. They still want them jujubes. It's not going away.
Yeah, but you don't want to spend $50 just on the food alone and still got to spend whatever it is, get the ticket. Like, they don't want it that bad, do they?
They were doing it now. They were doing it well now.
You only have one option. I really believe if you give people the option to pay for this and buy it at home, they will gladly go to Walmart. I know you don't like that, Mark, or go to Target or a 99-cent store and get some microwave popcorn, triple size bag of jujubes, and 3 2-liter Pepsis and Cokes, and take their asses home and watch it.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. I agree. It's an experience going to the theaters, but I think, again, the movies, the end games and the Marvel movies, which are far and few between, yes, those are events that you're going to want to go see out with the crowd and all that. But we know that there's not that many of those types of movies. The industry cannot sustain itself on those types of movies, so it's built on all these other smaller movies that I personally, half of these movies I would want to see, but I don't want to go all the way to the theater to watch them if I could just watch them at home. Because a lot of them I don't see because I just don't have the time, and then I just get lazy. I'm like, I don't want to go.
Why do you say they can't sustain themselves off the big movies? I mean, Marvel movies were coming out, what, 2 a year? Star Wars, how many were they putting out a year?
Right, but you can't have an empty theater all the rest of the time. You still got to make money. And if you factor in the split that they probably are taking on those movies anyway, they're making the money on the concessions. If you got one blockbuster like every quarter, still, that's why they in the place they are now. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, people want to see movies on their own time. And some people just don't want to take the chance to spend all the money and take their kids. Now you got Corona. People are going to be probably less likely to want to even go out and be around big groups for a while.
Well, that's what I said. After a vaccine is introduced and there's testing and tracing.
But that's a couple years, probably a couple years out, right?
Yeah.
So what are they going to do between that time? They're going to fall on their face, man. They don't have no content.
That's the main thing. It's like when there are other ways to distribute a film, now is not the time to boss up on being just a distributor.
Terry Dominic, I don't know if that's a male or female, but
doesn't matter.
some people don't have a big TV and all that surrounding sound, and I agree with.
And you don't need that. I don't know why is that.
I'm gonna give you this experience. My daughter, she's 19 years old, 20 years old now.
Probably watching this on her phone.
I actually watched her come into the living room while I was at my desk and get on the couch and pull out her phone and start watching Netflix. And I said, "We got a 65-inch television right there. Why aren't you watching there?" I like it better this way. And there's a generation of people that are moving that way. I don't need the surround sound or the giant screen to enjoy watching whatever product it may be.
Pump that. I need it.
Yeah, that's just one person. That's one.
No, a lot of kids. My kids.
A lot of kids do that.
That's why I said a generation of people are coming up.
And if you figure they're the next breadwinners, they're the next one that they're targeting, then yeah, it's going to shift to what they want, not what we used to do traditionally. That shit's over.
I'm not saying that, but okay.
I feel you. I'm in the same boat. Like, I want that experience too, but I understand. Like, I see the wave coming. I just look at the kids. Like, they don't care. They'll watch it at home on their phone while they're doing something else. Or yeah, man, that's
the kids are. How old are these kids we're talking about? Because the parents are the ones taking them to are paying.
Right, but we're talking about the next 10 years from now. The parents ain't gonna be going to the movies. It's gonna be the kids and what they want to do, and they're shifting a different way. So they have to think long term. Like, this ain't gonna last. It's the same way what people probably argued over record stores, right? I gotta go and get my vinyl. Yeah, that's cool, but these kids don't care nothing about that. They want Napster. They want the MP3.
That's not apples to apples. You go to get the vinyl to bring it home and listen to it. I go to movies to sit there, kick back, popcorn, to watch it right there.
Right. That's what I said. There will always be people that want to do that, but the majority of people want to watch stuff on their own time, and they're going to want to watch it immediately, and they're probably already trained to watch it at home and to watch it on their phone. There's no going back from that.
Right.
It is what it is.
Genie's out of the bottle.
Yeah. And when some more of these companies start doing this, they're gonna cry bloody hell, but again, to me, I look at it from a consumer standpoint. I don't care how they give it to me. I want a good story. I want a good movie. I'm a fan of the movies. I'm not a fan of the big screen. I love the big screen, but I'd rather watch a movie before I not watch a movie because it was on a smaller screen, or I didn't go drive 20 miles to get some popcorn. I can make that popcorn right here, or I can sit down and have some drinks at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Chill out and watch it and be vibing or something, as opposed to going out here and you don't know what these people is doing. So
you also have to take into consideration control, in the sense of I can sit down at home, watch the movie at my own pace, pause it if I want to go make me something to eat, or pause it if I want to go piss or whatever, or they come running in and you're like, God, okay, let me go put her back to sleep. You can't do that. You have to block out. Unfortunately, you're getting a generation of people where now it's like, I have to block out the time to go see this. And some people are just like, my time is more valuable than to be locked into a room for 2.5, 3 hours, just dedicating all my energies to one thing, where I could be at home doing all these other things and enjoy this film.
Well, shout out to
That's
Monsters
me, honestly.
and Music and Monsters for your super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you for that. I'm curious again. I haven't been looking at some of the comments, but what do you guys think about the movie thing? Do you still think there's a place for theaters? Do you want to watch some of these movies at home? I want to see.
There will always be a place for theaters, always, because some people always want that experience, especially with the whole IMAX type deal. Oh,
did I miss something?
That's what you said, sir. That's
You
what
said that.
You
We
said
were all
that.
like TMI.
Hilarious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Some people like the IMAX experience. Now that is a, niche market, but it's still there. And IMAX tickets cost a grip, but people still go. So the big screen experience will be there. Now, as far as like the big multiplexes, they may be in trouble, but the big screen experience will still be there.
Okay. Deaf Blue says, but isn't that the point of going to an actual place?
It was just like it was going to drive-throughs. Where they at?
Drive.
They're still there.
Yeah.
You mean drive-ins? Is that what you
Yeah, drive.
Mine
Driving.
Driving are still out there, man. Not like they were, but they're still out there.
Yeah, what, one per city, if that?
But like the movie The Photograph that recently had came out, I could have easily have watched that at home and still enjoyed it just as much as I did going to the theaters.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? I think majority of the movies that's how I see most of the movies that I see released. They're movies that I have an interest. I could kind of watch that, but not enough where I'm going to drive and go all out of my way to sit down in some place to watch it. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll wait till they stream it and then pay the money and watch it. But that's why I say I think there is a place for that. The Star Wars and one of these, yeah, I'm going to go pay. I'm going to go watch it out there. But I'll say this. If I knew that Endgame or something like that, a Marvel movie was coming out and it was going to be for sale on TV and the theater, I could see myself saying, you know what? It's going to be too crowded. There's too many people in there, man. You got to fight for tickets. I'm going to post up and watch this bitch at home and be chilling and watch it twice. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
And other than the people who actually work at these theaters, I don't have much sympathies for these chains, because you've been seeing for the past 10 years, maybe even a little bit longer, you've been seeing this direction going where you can get.
Damn.
see, she kind of saw through the game. That's how I was thinking. This would make it more easy for the players going forward. It's like, baby girl, you just come over to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We can watch this movie.
What's up? I'm not mad. I mean, I am mad at her, but I'm not mad at her.
Simp. No, I ain't mad at her.
See, right through your game, players.
But I mean, because like I said, this has been going on for about 10 years, this direction, this emphasis by the studios, by these content creators to go digital. So what has the theaters done in that time to keep the films in their theaters? How have they improved the movie going experience? Why haven't they reduced the concession stand prices instead of sending it all the way up? Ticket prices, all of that. And I'm just thinking, like, what are they doing to keep their customer base happy? Because outside of Q, I'm quite sure a lot of them are saying, yeah, I really enjoy spending all this money going to the theater. for the theater experience. I bet you a lot of them are like, man, I hate this, but it's the only way I can do it.
All I know, okay, all right. I mean, all I got is I think there's a hugely different experience watching something. Now, Mike, you know, I'm probably not going to go pay $15 to go see The Photograph in theaters. But if it's Avengers Endgame or Star Wars or Star Trek or Fast and Furious, yeah, that I want to see on a big screen.
But see, the thing is too.
Or if it's
Go ahead.
even if it's a movie like The Photograph, or let's say if you guys remember the movie The Revenant or Manhattan or something like that, where you know the cinematographer uses wide lenses and has vast landscapes. I gotta go see that on the big screen.
I agree with you. I see your point, but I would say the other part of it is some of these. Not this is my opinion. A lot of these movies today ain't worth all that. Like they hype them up to you, and then when you go and see them, they're crap. So I think that's another part of it too. Is like a lot of these movies are shit. Like you go, oh, okay, I want to go see this. It's gonna be shot on the big screen, and then it's corny.
Didn't you like the last 3 Star Wars movies?
I like Star Wars. I'm gonna go period. So that's not even, you can't really judge that. But take like Blood. What's that Vin Diesel movie?
Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. I didn't even go see it because they closed, but I wanted to. But I heard the movie was crap. But that would be like, oh, well, it's a sci-fi action big screen. Yeah, but it's bullshit. Well, I know what I'm saying though. But you say that about what's the movie with The Rock and what's the old boy?
Hobbs and Shaw.
The spinner. Yeah, I saw that. It's trash. I could have watched that at home.
I agree with you. It was trash, but still, it's something you want to.
No, actually, after seeing it, no, it ain't trash. Yeah, but I'm saying I would have gladly just watched that at home. It's shot big screen and all that, the super stunts, but it was whack. So that's what I hate, going to the movies where you end up feeling like, man, this was the bullshit. I spent $15, $20 for this.
Yeah, Elder Bar, you could have left off that you're an old fart agreeing with me. You just could have said, I agree with Q Storm.
Game recognized game, Q.
And just would have been
more familiar to him. Kedre, sorry if I butcher your name, Armstrong. He said, but some theater chains have discounts like $6 before noon. I'm like, who the fuck's trying to go to the goddamn movie theater?
Old folks. Old folks.
I go Friday morning 9 a.m. What the
exactly?
Yeah, but I'm like, but dude, I ain't trying to go before noon to go see a movie.
Well, they do that because they know ain't nobody going at that time. It's not. It's never packed like that. So that's my point too. To say they're not gonna make no money just having these empty theaters, and they know that they rely on these big movies to bring people in. But yeah, I'm like you. I would enjoy that, but that's why they fail. I'm on that AMC A-lister program where I spend $20 a month. You can go every day. But shit, I'm like now. Oh, AMC, you ain't gonna be showing Universal. Do I get a discount? Like, what's that all about, man?
Now, this is what I say. AMC, if you really this mad, put your money where your mouth is. Help finance some of these films. Then you get more of the bag, and they'll stay and they'll keep the films in your theaters. Other than that, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Hope I don't ever need a social media job with them though.
You're not working here, you know. But anyway, okay. So I mean, I don't have anything else on that. Definitely checking out the comments as well. But we'll see how it plays out. Yes, Regal Cinemas jumped on board. They say they're not going to show their stuff. But I'm curious, are they going to have the same energy for Disney? Disney's about to put out a movie that's going straight to Disney Plus that was supposed to be in the theater. Are they going to shut down all the Disney movies and not play the Avengers anymore?
What movie is that?
Was it Artemis something?
Artemis Fowl, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I don't really care about that.
Well, nobody cared about Trolls either, and they made $90 million. All of a sudden, they did care about it. So I'm just saying, if you're going to start banning studios for sidestepping the game, I guess they're going to have the same energy for this other kids movie that the biggest company in the world is dropping. They're going to ban them movies?
Not when they had 10 films that did $1 billion? Hell no.
Hey, I'm caping for Regal Theaters. That's my joint right there. Y'all need to show all the movies when we start going back to movie theaters.
Well, Regal said they're not showing Universal either now. So
no, they didn't.
I think they did, didn't they?
There was something in the chat about that.
Yeah.
Miley, she said, once I bought my movie theater popcorn machine, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. We'll see if the movies come back. Anything else you guys want to throw in? Anything? Anybody in the comments want to throw a question or something? Now is the time. We're addressing. You got anything, Q?
I got to go take my daily dose of bleach because our president said that
Oh Lord,
cure us from the virus. So
I know that just sent you in a tizzy, didn't it? Oh, I know what I want to ask you real quick. So I think Aunt Pooh posted this in the Discord chat, but I see that Puffy.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. Yeah,
He's coming out with a thing now. He's talking about he want to hold back the black vote, put it hostage until we get some not reparations, but some tangibles or something.
yeah,
very interesting.
I'm with that. I'm totally with that. Leonard, Charlemagne, he said, I honestly can't believe Mayor Pete, Elizabeth Warren, and Bloomberg all have black agendas, but a man who was in the White House for 8 years working for black people doesn't. And I'm like, got a point there. Got a point.
Well, say you, Q. I know you Biden for life.
I don't know about all that, but my attitude is I'm a Democrat that says anything but Trump. Period.
Okay.
I would say if you were a person of color, I would think you'd feel the same way. But hey, to each his own.
Man, when you say anything, do you mean I'm on my R. Kelly? Do you mean like even if they still don't care about you, but that's better than Trump? Is that what you mean? Anything?
I don't know who that is.
Well, you were saying like if it's anything but Trump, as long as Trump gets out, even if they told you we still don't give a fuck about you.
Well, no one has ever said they don't give a fuck about you.
Well, they never say that. Right?
Exactly. So then you're just creating something that is
so you're saying they do care about you?
I don't think anyone cares about me. They care about the country, maybe, but I don't think anyone cares about me. I'm the only one supposed to care about me.
So he playing. I meant black people.
What's that? What?
Anthony, you see that in the chat?
No. Facebook or YouTube?
No, this one, the comments on this one.
Okay, that's helpful. Facebook or YouTube?
Oh shit, I don't know. The screen we're on.
well, go ahead and say what it is.
Yeah, what does it say?
Well, it looks like we have some political static a bit here. One person says Trump needs to go, Allison B. But right under Allison B is, and I'm not going to try to pronounce this, Enoch something says Trump is better than Biden.
Wow.
Okay, you lost me there, sir.
Now we got
I need you to explain that. I need you to explain that.
I'll see now we all
started now.
Now we keeping with okay.
Q started some shit.
I want to hear what he has to say too. He, she, I guess it's got to say they.
Man, you stuck on everybody's gender. He's like, I don't know if she's a female.
Well, I want to say when I refer to them, I want to use the proper gender.
You just call them by their name.
Have you see this dude's name? Enoch Zune XXX.
That's the one.
It's hard to say that.
Dave, he said, "Why do you have elliptical machine in the back collecting dust?"
Oh,
man.
My question would be, how does he know collecting dust? First of all,
why don't you get on there and show us, Q?
Yeah, okay.
Q, get him.
Like, show us it's plugged in.
You don't need to have it plugged in. It still works without it being plugged in, which is not. So you don't need that.
Okay. School me. Okay.
Got that new stuff.
What do you mean? It's like it does move. You know, the plug-in is just for the screen, so you see your time and all that stuff.
That's it. School me. I didn't know. I thought it needed to be plugged in order to move.
It's solar powered.
I thought we were talking about Joe Biden.
Exactly. Well, we're talking about Puffy. He's talking about holding the boat. I'm curious to see where that goes. I would never expect him to say something like that. Though.
I don't understand what is the benefit of black people not voting at all? Isn't it better to get someone in office that you know is not a racist and then influence them to do what you need them to do?
In my opinion, I think right now the Dems are trying to push, okay, give us our vote because Trump is the devil. But at the same token, they're pretty much just saying you need to vote for our candidate because it's the best thing to do. Not like when they go to Wall Street or when they go to other communities saying this is what we'll do for you. And I just think that, in my opinion, people
Man,
what's going on over there, man?
oh Lord, they doing line? Oh, that's a baby. I'm like, let's go.
Oh,
Hey.
So yes, you sure had. Yeah. So in my opinion, I just think that being able to say, okay, you really want our vote this bad to get Trump out so you can get your agenda. How does that benefit us? What is the benefit to our community? What do you plan on providing for us?
She's singing songs.
well, can I just say, he was saying this would shut down that argument. Trump fired the pandemic team that Obama put in place. Trump was not prepared for this virus. He had reports in January that it was coming. As a result, we have probably at this time over 1 million people in this country are infected, 60,000 people dead. Now it seems like that would be like, okay, I see what you're saying. And this fool is telling us to take bleach. So we really are arguing about this? It's insane to me.
Yeah, well, he gave everybody a check too, though.
Did he give you enough? Well, hold up. Did he give you enough check for you to support yourself for the next month or so?
Oh, of course not.
Right. So, and it was your money, as you all were telling me. By the way, in full disclosure.
Oh, yeah, straighten it out.
I did get a check, and I got a letter with his stupid ass signature on it. Now, I wanted to send it back, but my wife wasn't having it. So we paid bills.
Why didn't you go on Facebook and tear it up?
I just told you. I just literally told you.
Oh, so you got overruled by the boss.
Okay, so my next question would be,
I can understand. I can respect that.
Why didn't you tear it up and then just give her $600 out of your pocket?
Huh?
So technically,
I told you my wife would not allow that to happen.
Now, I'm gonna say my assumption is that it was one check that was yours and your wife.
Right.
So half of that is yours, right? So why didn't you just give her yours? Yeah.
It's no a third of it is mine. It's 12. It was 1,200, and 500.
Okay, so again, so why didn't you just give that money to them and then just rip up the check because that's yours and you not accept anything?
Because she said we're taking your money too, fool.
And that's it.
You're married, right? I mean, why just do that like you don't know?
Julius Caesar, you have a fan for life. I like that idea.
Listen, I hate to do this, so we're gonna have to cut it right here. My battery's about to cut out on us. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this. Big Sexy, where can they find you out online?
Same places. Facebook, Mark Wiggins. Instagram, Mark Wiggins 2. Twitter, WSE Mark.
All right. And Pooh.
Twitter and Instagram and Pooh.
All right. Big Sexy when he's not being broke off his stimulus money and punked out of it. She deboed you for that check. Just say that.
Q Storm.
Oh, is that what I said? I'm tripping. Sorry, Q Storm.
Get the batteries fixed, bro. Get the batteries fixed. Find me on realqstorm.com, REELQstorm.com. And I'm also going to be putting up a lost episode of the Red Shirts that we recorded last year where Big Sexy was trying to clown me, so I had to put him in his place. Just so y'all go check that out.
Oh, man. Okay.
Trump paid your bills. Trump paid your bills.
With my money.
His name's on the check. He paid your bills.
No, direct deposit, motherfucker.
Wow. Getting heated. Well, listen, we're about to get up out of here. Please have a blessed, safe day. Have a good evening. We'll see you next time. Work it like a job. Peace.
Oh, see, we got another 19